Full reactions are on Patreon, or if you want, you can pull up your copy of The Dragon Prince, Episode 5 of Season 2, Breaking the Seal, and press play on it when I press play when the timer reaches 0. I have no idea why they're going to be attacking a poor seal, hurting it to the point of breaking it. But I guess we're doing animal cruelty this episode. Let's go! Baba. I'm the one who's supposed to be making the dumb voices! Me! Berto really came into this show as possibly the most useful bird parrot to pirate companion I've ever seen. Not really a pirate. He isn't pirated. He just has the general vibe of a pirate. I'll be disappointed if it turns out he's not really. He's never stolen a seafaring vessel in international waters, I believe is the definition presented in The Martian. Caw! Yes, I will live for it if the first adult dragon that we meet is voiced by Christopher Walken. Oh, genuinely didn't realize before that it's probably the scroll that he has. Not the scroll I was referring to. That is. If that's a map, that is so impractical. It would never be 3 girls and 1 guy in this kind of makeup. They never do it that way. Ooh! Gotta have 1 more girl in this equation. My math was off. You gonna be like Frosta from She-Ra? You'll be ridiculously childish immediately after your introduction. He wants to be Littlefinger so bad. That's just so... Okay, alright, you got some magic to, like, glow it up a little bit, alright. It was fucking stupid a second ago. Maybe your sense of presentation isn't the best for diplomacy, man. Who starts a conversation like that? We just sat down! There's gotta be at least one stone wall here. No way it goes that easy. Oh, come on. Aw. Turn around! Ah, no, what, let him. Aw. Uh, You had a good sense of smell, man. All your senses must be running overdrive to be as impressive as you are, but still. Yeah, I swear if he opens this thing and it says, I'm not dead, you can find me at blah blah blah. The whole elf attack thing was just a prank, bro. I'm in a little room under my throne. Come get me. Oh no. Okay. Well, you yeah, but you're here now. You're fucking stupid, Viren. Play the game. You know shit, dude. See. Yeah, but I'd still say that I'd rather have those sweet words versus the in the moment daggers. Hawkmoth! This is what you get up to off screen. Can you imagine? Like, I keep bringing up Game of Thrones because it's the closest comparison for a recent fantasy story of this style that I can think of. Uh, I don't really consider any character in Avatar: The Last Airbender comparable, for the record, for this purpose. Maybe General Zhao, I guess Admiral Zhao. Uh, yeah, Admiral Zhao, I guess, had this level of it. Alright, alright. I was gonna say, can you imagine Tywin Lannister doing these temper tantrums? She's like, how did you get to your position? Nah! Oh, yes! Based on the start of the show, I really do think Viren hadn't descended quite as far as he now has at the start of it. I'm wondering if we're gonna get a little bit more of his character progression. Maybe not in this flashback, because he's trying to make himself probably sound pretty trustworthy right now, but in another flashback. Wait, were you Scar this whole time? Ah. Ha! A really boring dream. Mm, might be obvious, and I might have missed it, but other than the dichotomy between humans and elves, I haven't seen a lot of direct racism, so color of skin, I'm surprised he brought up there. This, like many cartoons, seems to largely ignore that factor in their development of world building. 1209 and 321 go. Unfortunately not. Ah, looks like straight out of Breath of the Wild, the one in blue. Oh, I thought that was her head. I was like, what's going on with the robot head? Okay, now it's something's up. At first it was just cute, but now I'm like, what? You know, Bait doesn't trust Zim, so maybe I shouldn't either. Fate. Oh. Ha! Got a job. I think it was still incredibly unwise for both queens to go. Like, just concentrating all the power in one place, assassination purposes. Is he telling this part of the story? Is if he's telling this part of the story with himself being like, "Hey, let your people die," I will be surprised if he's trying to angle it as coming off as more honest, maybe. But 1602, 3, 2, 1, go. But two. I mean, that's very noble and all, but I really do hope you were gonna at least try and come up with a way to mitigate the suffering too. Okay. Dark magic. Dun dun dun. Alright, he's going along with it. Oh, yeah, okay. I was thinking, who else is there? But duh. Yeah, Harrow definitely strikes me in in the Ned Stark sense of more focused on being a good and kind ruler than being a practical and pragmatic one. I mean, don't get me wrong, you had valid questions about the type of monster it was, but it did not sound easy. This sounds quite difficult. Well known fallacy. But this is where you started to turn more away from dark magic after this, wasn't it? Whatever happens. Going with. I feel exactly the same way I did about the two queens. Like, you shouldn't both go. I guess. I wonder if we're gonna get anything to go with what's going on with the current situation at the front. Other than the temper tantrums, it really would benefit greatly a ruler to combine the better qualities of Harrow and Viren. Uh, this has to work because you're trying to make the point of cooperation, and I assume it saved people, but I don't think the end of the story is, and therefore cooperation is never a good idea. Oh, wait, shit, no! Wrong story! Already dead? Or maybe maybe be careful. It could be asleep. It's a monster of some kind. You don't know if it might just appear to be dead. That'll be it. Yeah. It's like, damn, I didn't come down here for you to be a bummer too. Okay, time to run, right? Surprised that didn't at least weaken it. Ooh, did not expect this flashback to go into another episode. I figured it would be totally done by this episode. Okay. I dug it. This is actually some really good world building for the show we're getting right now. Uh, Making me potentially enjoy the dynamics of the kingdoms more. Right now, Viren and his whole storyline is definitely the most interesting part of the show. To me, plot-wise, because the day-to-day of what's going on with Callum and crew is fine, but more of they can't die. Well, I'm enjoying their dynamics. It's totally fine there, and hopefully we get some more backstory for each of them as characters. But moment to moment, oh well. Whereas, whatever's going on with the mirror, his trying to unite the kingdoms to attack Zadia, that's where the real stakes of the story are at for me right now. Oh, next time.